Hi everyone, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. I'm Lloyd Lloydster, and thank you for spending your night with me. Here we are. We are going to be painting some D&D minis today, but every time a subscriber happens on this channel, I open a pack of Pokemon cards. In the past, Swiftcat Steve was very generous and gifted several subs. Oh my gosh, Chuck! Chuck, hello! Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, fuck, there's a third Pokemon pack. How the fuck are you? How are you? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh. You're the best bud. How the fuck are you? I'm opening from... I got a bunch of these tins. They're on sale at Walmart. My bro was looking out for me. He was like, yo. He's like, really cheap right now. And I was like, I will send you money. Grab them for me. You doing good? That's good, man. That's good. Okay. Alright. I am, oh gosh, I just had like flashbacks to like all the fun stuff. Fun I say because I'm in the middle of like figuring out some fun medical things and doctors and stuff. But it's all going in the right direction, so we'll be alright. Yeah, they've got me eating gluten again. I cut out gluten for a while, but they have me eating gluten again so that they can measure just how much it hurts me. So we're in the middle of that escapade, but it's alright. I'll make it. I'll make it. But yeah, this one's from Swiftcat Steve's. When he gifted some subs, and his stipulation was we can only open one of his packs per stream. This is from Oju Beifong when he subbed last stream during the zombies, this chaotic zombie time. And this is from Chuck today. Let's see what we get. Lovely jubbly. That's great. Honestly, it is. It actually is pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. So these actually are the minis that we've been working on. These are the two horses we've been working on, and honestly, for my first minis, I'm really pumped with how these are coming out. This was a little sandbag that we did when we were doing like color testing, and I love that. This weapons rack was when we first discovered how, I think it was stain is the kind of paint it was. How magical that is, so fuck yeah. Pretty pumped to see what happens, what we start painting today. Let's pop these packs open. What the minis for? They look great. Thank you. They Dungeons and Dragons. Oju Beifong likes the DM, and we have had minis like just gray, just unpainted, primed out the box minis for a really long time. Let me hide my Pokemon TCG code. That's for me. That's for me. Let me just do a quick peek, make sure I'm starting on the right end. Awesome. Okay. I found the end that we should be starting off of. But yeah, just saying, hey Sora, how are you? Welcome. Just saying hi, I'm still working right now. Oh, I won't tell anyone. We won't tell. Thanks for being here. Chubchu! I really love all of the Pokemon stuff we're starting to do more on this channel because I remember Chubchu. I was playing Pokemon when Chubchu happened, but it's just like refreshing the memory. This was like a newer Pokemon when I played. Yeah, number 613. Yeah, that definitely was a newer one. Very cute. No thoughts in that behind those eyes. With my campaign, we're currently just using Lego. Oh, that's sick. That's creative as fuck. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's really good. Oh. That's a good... I'm gonna leave that energy up top because I've trained my mind to open these the right way for a while. I was fucking it so we weren't getting the excited cards at the end. I'm gonna leave that energy on the top just in case I forget again. Because then under the energy is with a fancy card. Drillbur. I think we're getting a theme of no thoughts had empty Pokemon. I think that's working out for us and I'm okay with that. That's so smart with Lego though. Especially like if like you're a collector, the DM's a collector, it's something you have on hand already. And they all are uniform size. That's so smart. Capsakid? What are you? What the fuck is a Capsakid? Number 951. Okay, that's why I don't know this. Okay. Learning time for Lloyd. It is The more sunlight this Pokemon bathes in, the more spicy chemicals are produced. It does say spicy chemical. You might not be able to see that with the focus. I'm not making that up. Spicy chemicals are produced by its body, and thus the spicier its moves become. What a weird adjective for literally double headbutt. The Copsikids are little shits. Like, are you speaking from experience? Are they? They look like little shits. I'll fucking take it. My pal has a shit ton of Legos, so it's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we got cute little fellas and Capsikids. Snubble. I'm just seeing a theme of just like a lot of attitude in tiny packages. I also have the music playing on, we're using Pretzel Rocks, and it is on Surprise Me. So it's gonna be just random shit. They just run at you. Damn. Ooh, Chandelure. Is that a fire Pokemon usually? I know with some of the newer shit, they've got like variants out there. I think I'm used to that being psychic, I think. That's pretty. I like that though. Patrol Cap. As long as a Pokemon this card is attached to is in an active spot, cards on your deck can't be discarded by effects of your opponent's attacks. Against certain decks right now, that'd be kind of silly. That's wild. Abilities, item cards, Poké tool cards, or supporter cards, so it's not just attacks. We Awesome, Classic. Classic, I suppose that Gen 2. Capsakid. They heard Trick talking shit, and then they gave us a... I don't know if this is a holographic or a foil. I think it's holographic because it's got the leaf icons built in there. One day I'll learn the words. Who knows? Actually, quite cute. Snubble's a mood, honestly. And what I really like about that one is it has... It might not be picking up well, but it has the kind of like watercolor Pokemon card art. I've always liked that Pokemon does different art styles. I love the clay ones. I think I might be the only people that like the clay ones, but if we see one, I'll point it out because they are wild. Okay, we have a Skarmory. Skarmory, very nice, very means business. I like that for us. Okay, what's our fancy... Ooh, we have a Toxtricity for our fancy lad. That's pretty cool. Number 849. I don't know if it's male or female or if it's another mechanic, but I know like in the game they're different colors when they evolve. That's so cool. And naturally our water element. That's pretty fancy. Not a bad pack. Thank you, Steve, for the cute but spicy Pokemons. I'm okay with this random jazz. That is so funny. Alright, pack 1, Town. Pack 2, this is Obsidian Flames. I threw the wrapper away, I don't remember what that one was. I'm pretty sure it was Silver Tempest. I'll be making that up. Obsidian Flames, let's go. Shiny, even more shiny. Yes, yes. A little peek. Okay, cool. Darumaka? That's a mood. He's so round. Why is my buddy round? I think I've got autofocus on that webcam. Maybe I'll kill it, who knows. That is so fucking funny. I love that. I'm just trying their best, honestly. Thurskit. Classic, cute little one. Tynamo. I don't think we've opened an Obsidian Flames package without getting a Tynamo. Tynamo over Surskit for sure. Spoink? Spoink? If anyone's seen it on my YouTube, we were doing a, I forget the name of the Pokemon challenge, but it's kind of like a Nuzlocke. It's really neat. What is it? It's an Emerald. It's an Emerald ROM. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Whatever. But, Spark's evolution absolutely carried one of the episodes. King Gambit? Sorry, that's the Discord telling me I went live. Thank you, Discord. Let me just mute that real quick. Cool beans. Evolves from Bisharp. That's pretty. I love that we can have this round fuck right next to this literal, like, samurai of a Pokemon. Ooh, Oinkologne? I have never seen the Chonk's evolution. I don't even... Yeah, I had no idea that Lechonk could evolve. Here I am, I just noticed I was like looking down at it like I'm an old guy looking through his bifocals. I don't even have bifocals. Why should... It almost looks like they gave it eyelashes. That is so funny. I'll be back in 2 secs. Okay, excellent. Be safe. Be safe out there. Letter of encouragement. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. You like retrieval? Okay, we have a... I'm gonna call it holographic until someone corrects me. A holographic Surskit. That's pretty. That is some pretty stuff. Oh, a Palpitoad. We've actually gotten a couple Timpoles in the past, but this is my first Palpitoad. That is pretty. I love that. I love that. And last but not least... What the fuck are you? Oh my gosh! This is Ice-Cube! This is Ice-Cube! Oh my... He's literally a little... It's like an ice penguin with an ice cube on its head. Oh my god. It's... It's stunning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Yeah, Ice-Cube EX Terror. It's all of the things. That's awesome. That's awesome. With our fire energy. Dang. Dang. Thank you, OG Beifeng, for the Ice-Cube EX. That was almost as... That's honestly... That actually might be my favorite pull that we've gotten. When we got the Lugia last time, that was really pretty. That was a really pretty version of Lugia. Do I have it nearby? The Lugia and then pulling 2 shinies in the same pack was wild. Oh, I have an example of the clay. You see the C-Dot? It might not pick up as well, but these Pokemon are it looks like they're like staged with like practical effects instead of like being drawn or using graphic design. I love those. They're so funny. I quite like it. I quite like it as well. Yeah, the Lugia. There we go. Here he is. This is pretty cool. Those are right up there with each other for me. Ah, that's good. That's some good shit. Thank you, OG Beifeng, for the bangers. Alright, so last but certainly not least, we've got Trick's pack of Silver Tempest. Let's see what we got. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. My TCG scan over there. Come on. No whammies. Yeah, no whammies. That's what you guys say, no whammies. You got this, Lloyd. We're learning. We're learning. You have to pull from that end. A Feebas. For vibes, an EP boy. I'm fine with that. Fennekin. Classic. Spinarak. That's pretty classic. Beldum. Oh, that's definitely... It looks like the watercolor art. That's pretty. Ooh, we have a Krogunk? Krogunk? That's cool. Oh, we have a Jinx. A Jinx, a little creepy fella. You love Krogunk? Nice. Yes, get in there. Excellent, excellent. Oh, whoa, wait up. Hold up. That's awesome. So we have a Feebas and a Milotic in the same pack. I love that. I actually don't have a water deck yet, so maybe. Okay, Danny, hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope you are well. Anyone who hasn't, please go check out Danny. Danny has returned to streaming. Oh, this is a pack from a different gen, so I guess it's in a slightly different order. We're opening Silver Tempest. So whenever a sub happens, we open a pack, and we're just getting the packs sorted, and then we're getting into the painting. I finally saw you live, and you're actually live, and I'm not sleeping. As I was going live, I was literally thinking of you. I was like, damn, so time zones. I have a shitter of a time with time zones. They've existed longer than I've been alive, so I've had a couple years to like figure it out. But with Scotland being gestures vaguely stage east, right? Like, and then with you being stage that way, like my brain is really great at time zones. It's my sleep schedule. Oh no. Around 6 to 8 hours ahead. But you're in Scotland now? No, not right now. No. I was at one point. not like living there, but no. I was very lucky. I was able to visit. Phew. Okay. You're like, what Lloyd lore have I missed? Can you imagine? I thought it was beautiful. It was. Unfortunately, I've been to Europe exactly twice. Both times I was a little bit sick. You know, I had post-nasal drip, you know, classic signs of allergy. And some folks do say that when Americans visit Europe, they should be ready for, I don't know if it's like, not hay fever. What the fuck's it called? There's like a, what's your common, Truk, as a representative for your entire continent. Now there is hay fever's an actual fever though. What am I? If I remember, what I'll do is like an hour into stream, I'll yell a random plant. So anyways, when I was in Scotland, I was sick the whole time, and I was like, oh, this is what it is, whatever. Unfortunately, and I will be so upset about this till the day I die. I had COVID, apparently. That was not great. It was not great. Scurvy. Yep, representative of Scotland here. Figure's fucking rude. Honestly, I felt quite horrible. It was the first time meeting my Scotland pals. And yeah, no, to be like, hey y'all, by the way. Yeah, so I gift you with my presence and possibly something else. It was not my favorite thing in the world, to say the least. It was really frustrating. Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, then I was actually stranded in Scotland for an extra week. Stranded because our president hadn't lifted travel restrictions yet. He had dropped all restrictions for leaving the country, right? But yeah, no, had not dropped them for entering. But as soon as I did get back, 2 days later, he dropped them. So you know, it's what it is. Yes. I love that you're doing with your hair, by the way. It looks awesome. Oh, thank you. I need to I really want to do like the white gray, like relighten it all. But when I did do it 2 months ago, no, I had surgery 2 months ago, 3 months ago then. I gave myself chemical burns. Not like apparent chemical burns, but like as the days passed, my scalp wasn't doing well, and I was like, it's fine. And then like a week and a half afterwards, I was like, oh, wait a second. No, I did not do that right. Timing, yeah, no. Oh no, yeah, it hurts. Yeah, so there's a right way to do it. I did not do it correctly, but I think once I research it a little bit more, I'll be able to get back into it. Cause yeah, no, I like the color too. Bleach is rough, yeah. Especially, I think I ended up bleaching it 3 times. 3 times. And I was like, my hair is short. If it falls off, that was what I said. Worst case, it falls off. It falls off and I grow it back because my hair is too short. I forgot that you have skin on your head that also doesn't like chemicals. All right, so the moment of truth. This is, I'm pretty sure, the energy. And let's get into what the fancy... Okay, Sunflora. I'm not the rare I was expecting. 192, that's Gen 2, right? Let's see. Oh, I will never know. So, okay, it looks like our fancy ones from this one were the Jinx and maybe the Milotic. Solid pack. Thank you, Trick, for the sub. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the sub. I love it. Right, what was it? It was like just a random trainer card that in the Sunflora that I was like hyped up. I was like, let's get ready. Once during each trainer's turn, that player may look at the top card of their deck. They may discard that card. Could be a game changer. Could be life and death. Danny, I think you missed this one, but at the end of last pack, we got an Ice-Q EX. It is a newer Pokemon. It's a like an ice penguin, but for the penguin's literally just ice, and its head is an ice cube. It is adorable, but no, it's just wildness. Alright. Cool beans. I am going to shift some shit around so that we can paint. Let's see. It's Jinx, yeah. Love that purple color. Ooh. Was it for Jinx? Maybe. I love purple. I love it. Let's see. So we've got my entire container of colors. What's quite funny is it's mostly whites, grays, reds, some tans. There's a gray that kind of looks blue, and then some high contrast dark browns, which I'm not sure why those are all the colors. I think we have a green somewhere, but it's alright. It's alright. Camo cloak. So this is a type of green, but I think it's like a contrasty type one. You know how when your desk has random shit on it and you don't see it until you actually look at it? Yeah, that's me right now. I'm like picking up like post-it notes and stuff. I was like, what is this? What is this? Oh, yes. Like I have a collection of 4. Are these Allen wrenches? Oh wait, I have a little camera here. Like every time I make furniture in my office, I keep one of these because they're a slightly different size than the rest, and I'm like, I will need these. So instead, they just end up migrating around my desk. The great L key migration. I'm quite excited. The ponies are basically finished. They're basically finished, which I'm really pumped about. Bill, though, the brown one, the brown-red one, needs a coat of the shader. Shade Argax Earthquake. We either used Argax Earthquake last time, or... or Argax Earthquake. Man, that's a tough choice. No, right. I'm gonna take a look at this one. OG Beifong requested, because this is from him. This is from his collection. He requested a all black pony. Let's see. I'm noticing some red could be touched up in there. Otherwise, though, I actually really like all of how everything took. Taking a quick look at the details. I'm glad I put the socks. I'm glad I did the socks. Yeah, let me slap some... Actually, red would probably be a little too bright. I might just do the shader. Yeah, let's do that. For the last two painting streams, we've been listening to, oh, this is a new pot. Let's put you over here. I will use this older one. We've been listening to, I think, like an instrumental guitar station, which is fine. It's like very, fantasy, adventure-y, like... It's a vibe, but, I was like, I need to mix it up a little bit. And I was like, this surprise station, I'm not sure if it's gonna be too much of a surprise, but, yeah, we can try it. So far, I've been really okay with all the chaotic music that's been playing. There we go. Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm glad we just did the dark, because the red would have needed a whole nother freaking coat. I don't have patience for that. Perfect. I'm actually gonna just hold it like this, because the way this is it runs to all of the crevices. And if you hold it for a second, it'll let it sit where you want the shadow to be more dramatic. While I'm here, I'm just taking another little look-sees. Touch that part of the hair up. There we go. Just gonna pull it out of the shadow there a little bit more too. Cool. 3 painting streams in, and I keep forgetting. When I'm in the middle of painting, I'm like, ooh, I want a little, like, little tiny pot of rice, uncooked rice. Uncooked rice is the best thing you can have for something that requires drying. When you're making minis and you're using, like, the either super glue or, like, the melting glue, you hold the pieces together, and then if you need gravity to be applied in a certain angle in a certain direction, setting it, like, immersing the dry part into the uncooked rice, it holds it in place perfectly, exactly the angle you stick it in. You could do it with sand too, I guess, but rice is perfect because there's like minimal dust, there's minimal extra nonsense. The detail work is intense. Jazz is never a bad choice. That is the problem with every time, not every time, but I've noticed doing a craft while streaming is harder to follow chat than some video games. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually shove you over here. I've got him like, you know that container of all the paint pots you saw? I like shoved the head between some of the pots and it's actually the perfect angle. Perfect, I lie about. I just... tiny bit more. That's plenty. Perfect. It is wild. When I've done crochet streams, it feels like I make 0 progress on crochet. What's your campaign for D&D about? So OGB Fung actually has, we've got this whole world. So he's got this whole world map figured out. He's got like hundreds of years of lore ironed out. And so whenever he makes a new campaign, he pulls it from this world. And so right now we're between groups for a campaign, but yeah, it's oh gosh, I don't want to I don't want to like give away universe secrets, but it's very cool. It's very cool. Homebrew. Yeah, homebrew. We follow 5e mostly, I think, is the module we use. But, oh yes. Okay, Bill, before I dive in with that shader, let's take a quick look. We took a break last time to let them dry because I realized my fingers had started lifting the paint because it wasn't dry at the time. But this will be perfect. Nah, I think we set it up perfectly. I'm gonna hold it by the tail. And then I'm gonna just hit the whole bit. Hit the whole pony with a larger brush because that shader will fill in everything. Maybe I'll get it wet first. Perfect. I'm mixing it in the cap of the pot. There we go. Oh my gosh, shader is so beautiful. It just does exactly what it's supposed to do. I hate autofocus on webcams. Let me just kill that real quick. Let's see. Desk video. Let's put you over here. I think I'm going to be holding it like right here most often. So configure video. Focus. Uncheck auto. Uncheck auto on exposure. Let's apply there. And let us manually focus. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can apply, we can fix it as needed. Alright, let's get out of here. Autofocus is being rude. Ah, beautiful. Yes. I always love when people get into any tabletop RPG. It has brought me so much joy. Ah, Danny, are you currently in a campaign? I think, were you, someone streaming? Were you involved in a campaign that was live? This could have been years ago, so I'm sorry if I'm like really behind. I am so a fan of this music, holy shit. And I've talked about it a bit before, but this has actually been years in the making for me to finally, eventually pick up a paintbrush. We got into Warhammer, it was during near the end of lockdown, and so we have a couple kill teams. Kill teams is what they call like smaller groups in Warhammer. It's a smaller way to play the game than the giant armies. And we made them, we built them, and we've actually played with them, but painting just hadn't quite happened yet. Hadn't quite pulled the trigger on slaying the gray, as they sometimes called it, on the forums and in the community. Look at that. So it's going to be very dramatic, this shade. The shade color. It's very dramatic until it dries. And once it dries, it's just so perfect. Because it runs to all of those little crevices. And as it dries, it just gets a little bit lighter. Tiny bit lighter. Alright, Bill. I'm gonna get the back of that. Beautiful. His back two boots. I need to get the boots still. That's pretty close to where my hand is. Let's do that. Perfect. I think my seasonal allergies are picking up with, See, I'm in New York, and New York always has some false fake out springs. We always have like 2 or 3. But I think we're finally in it. At least I can confidently say that I would be surprised if snow popped up. Would it be unheard of? No, but I would still be surprised. You have a local group you play with? I think our local shop does do, events. We, like, pop in and, like, talk to people. We have, what's funny is we kind of treat it like a board game, because we're really into board games. And, since we have a couple different kill teams, they're like, 6 to 12, characters usually is kind of how it comes out to be. And, so since we have them, if someone wants to play, everyone picks a kill team. It's very cool. You can do like objective based. You can do, just try to beat each other, like kill each other's units. The music be like, Ori, hello, welcome in, Ori. Getting intimidates me. One day I'm gonna give it a real shot. Honestly, it's a lot of fun, but I really get that. It took me a really long time, and I started with, as you can see, set pieces. Something that I wouldn't feel so bad about if it didn't look exactly the way I wanted it to. Let's see. Just being nosy on your about section. Did you move entirely away from Fan House? Oh! What's wild is Fan House actually got bought by... honestly, a platform I'd never heard of before, and I could have stayed there. I really could have. And the platform that they got absorbed into, I hadn't heard about them before, but in like the 30 minutes of research I did, they seem to be leaning more towards like really leaning into like the parasocial relationship kind of angle. Fan House was a little bit about like, you're buying a subscription to what could be like something that's set up to look like a private social media account. But the platform that bought them kind of was leaning a lot further into that. And I was like, I could stick around here, I could... And the thing that really sold me for not sticking around was all of the community had to resubscribe. So I had to re-advertise the new platform. I had to re-tell people, hey, if you subscribed and you wanted to, keep giving me money. Like, I'm really bad at self-promo to begin with. So the fact that I had to completely start advertising the thing, I was like, this might be a sign. This might be a sign. But thank you for asking. Yeah, I actually just do Twitch subs. Stream Elements has a donation. You can do a donation subscription, which some people like, which is really cool. So instead, and the streamer gets all of the money. So someone could be like, I'm sorry, I think it's Streamlabs. I don't know, it's wherever, if you, in the About section, if you click on the tip banner, it'll shoot you there. And one of the options is like one-time tips, or you can do like a subscription. So like if someone's like, I don't want to support Twitch, I don't want to support Amazon, but you want to like spend that same amount of money, you could do the recurring sub, which, donation, which is really cool. Yeah, you get all the money. Yeah, isn't that cool? I recently learned about an all-inclusive platform called Fourth Wall. They seem to have a lot, but I haven't started digging into it really. I think you're dry enough I can set you down. Is that okay, Bill? I just saw a white spot. What I'm gonna do, Danny, is I'm gonna open a tab behind stream so that later on, when I completely forget that we talked about this, I will look at that and go, ah, yes. A thing that I was supposed to research. Let's see. But Ori, welcome in. I was just telling everyone, following chat while I paint is even harder than it is for most games. Fourth Wall. Ooh, I don't know what to call this, because you need more. Fourth Wall is, has other meanings. Oh, it's, oh, it is Stream Elements, okay. Right, unfortunately I need to boost off. Well, have a good night, Chuck. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know how goddamn late it is for you. Thank you for the sub, bud. And good luck with all of your acting exploits. Let's see. I think I'll probably try it out so I can do merge through it. Let me get a link for you? Oh, I'll accept the link. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fourthwall.com. Really? They got the domain? I don't know why. I feel like Fourth Wall is just such a, No, that was right. It's such like a well-known phrase. I was surprised it's exactly that. That's cool. Yeah, I've got it up. I'll check it out. It's actually simple, thankfully. Alright, so we've got Bill. He's a dirty little pony. But I think it's quite alright. So Bill's gonna be drying over here. We don't need the stain anymore. Because between all of these little goodies, these are all mostly done. Let's see how this unnamed Black Beauty dried. Oh, that's excellent! We had a little white spot on the back of that blanket, and that filled in quite nicely. So you, too, get to go over there. Let's see. And here's my little bin of other items that was from that set. I would like to... Let's get the bedrolls out of the way. Let's get the bedrolls out of the way. We'll do the bedrolls. And... I feel like this one is gonna be a lot of waiting for drying periods, so we're gonna do that too. And a keg, why not? I'll pull out the keg in the treasure chest. That way my little mitts are covered in paint. I'm not pawing through it. I've been a really big fan of this base, Averland Sunset. I quite like that one. Hey, our YouTube stream too? Hi Sky Magic 2, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, I figured out how to, sometime during last year, Twitch opened up its affiliate agreement so that you can now stream on multiple platforms at once. When I first started, you couldn't be in 2 places at once, and you couldn't even have your stream on another platform for 24 hours. Ridiculous. And when Twitch started losing all of their biggest streamers that were going to YouTube, they're like, oh, we gotta, I'm assuming, right? They're like, okay, we gotta rethink our agreement. So now you can be streaming in 2 places at once, but the caveat is, Twitch has to be the same quality or better than the other one. And you can't merge both chats visually in the stream. That's the thing. That's the thing. So unfortunately, sometimes when I'm talking, since YouTube isn't like visually represented, I have some Twitch friends that are like, who are you talking to? What is this person in the room with us? That me, LOL. Who's there? But to be honest, I really vibe with YouTube has a lot more discoverability for lives. I didn't think they did because personally when I use YouTube, it's not recommending live streams to me. But we've actually met a couple new friends already, and I've only been streaming on both for a couple streams now. But Ori, how the fuck are we? If you answered me before, I'm really sorry if I missed it. Hey Kobold, how are you? Hello, somebody gifted me a sub for this channel. Thank you, OGB Fung. I don't know what you were doing, but I'm feeling this emo. Welcome in. Yeah, OGB Fung's not in stream today, but I think he did at the end of last stream. Oh, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot. I'm Lordster. Use he, him pronouns, and I stream every other Monday because work, whatever. But this is the on Monday. 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm painting D&D minis. Every Wednesday I stream at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's usually solo games. And then every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, we're currently playing through Dead Island. I'm playing with my pop and my brother, and it is really chaotic. It's a lot of fun, but it's really chaotic, and so it's 3 very different vibes. But welcome in. You'll pop over and leave a look. I really appreciate that, Danny. I really do. Also, stream delay is almost non-existent on YouTube, right? On YouTube, right? Yeah, it's wild. The clip I saw from Dead Island earlier was hilarious. Yes, it was last stream, I guess, but I just noticed it. Oh, I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you popping in. Watching on YouTube and chatting on Twitch. That's awesome. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all a lot. Yeah, once I get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, Unless they changed it. I'm realizing now that I've been in the streaming game for just long enough that entire rules, entire like ways algorithms work, the ways have changed. But the last time I checked, once you get to 100 subs, I think they give you your unique URL. Because right now I think it's just like a really messy, a bunch of random letters and numbers. But once I get to 100, I believe that I can have Lloyd_Lloydster as my YouTube URL. Which is so funny. But hey, they have to get creative with what they set up for incentives, right? Differentiate themselves a little bit. Let's see. I want to get some base coats down on stuff so that I can keep yapping while it's drying. This one looks a little metallic. I'll consider doing... Actually, I could use this on the chest, on the metal pieces on the chest. Maybe I can do like full brackets. Ooh, I could do the brackets with this and then really rust it up. We could try it. We could try it. That's what this is for, right? That's why I'm doing it on set pieces. So I can see what the paints look like. Contrast Guilliman Flesh. These are all, I think, Warhammer names. Okay, these are my shaders. I'm gonna put on my... Oh! I thought I got it on me. Why did you do this? Who did this to you? I always have that little kid, desire whenever I get something gross on my hands to just, like, rub it into my hands like lotion until it's dried and it's gone. I don't know if, that's a unique experience or not, but... You were all dry enough. Enjoy your freedom on the table. Some paper towel ASMR. Just to show you the cleanup on aisle 3 that we have. As soon as I moved the paint pot over, it just piddled. Just piddled. There we go. Get the outside of that bottle so I'm not shocked in 5 seconds when I touch it again. Okay, so the more bronzy color, the more base yellowy tan. Oh, this is a base Morning Fang brown. It's a little bit of a darker tan. We can try that out as well. This is a contrast. I haven't tried out contrast versus shades enough to know the difference between the two. LOL nice. LOL yeah. Let's see. Thondia brown. This is very dark. Alright. Remember at the beginning of stream when I was like, I don't know why, but we just have a fuckload of browns. A solid mix of like reds. And some grays. That's what we have. And whites. Those are the colors we have. Alright, I would like to try, since this one, I'm not really gonna be, when we're playing, I'm not gonna be hard pressed to be like, why doesn't the cooking pot have details? I'm going to try the darker base on this one, so I can see if it's as, restrictive as I think it's gonna be. I haven't experimented enough to see if starting with a dark base and then, like, layering something lighter on top will work or not with these types of paints. Haven't had water in a bit. I just realized I need to have Firebot open because OBS when I'm streaming through Restream doesn't show me the activity feed. Okay, cool. I've got that up over here. Got this here. Good to go. Ah! Thank you for the first, Ori. Thank you for being first to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to give me a hoot if any of the older, like if any of the redemptions don't do what they claim they're gonna do. Let's see. On a stretch. Oh gosh. I'm just like checking in with my body. I have a tendency to fold my spine up like a shrimp, like a cocktail shrimp, and then the next day being like, ugh, why am I broken? Why is my body betraying me? I swear by this knitting stretch that I found online. You gently pull back each finger, like not like in a torture way. I know it's not like it's could easily be misinterpreted, but you gently pull back each finger until you have all 5. Hold it for a second. Oh my gosh, that feels good. Yeah, I can like feel parts of my hand heating up. I do it on the other one. Great, so now that both are done, I call it like a prayer stretch, and then I can just really feel like my wrists and everything gently stretching. Beautiful. Thank you for the stretch break. I know at least one of y'all has a spine like a cocktail shrimp that you could do something about. If you can't do something about that, that's not nothing to worry about. Gotta go. Happy painting. Cobalt, thanks for popping in. It was really nice seeing you. Take care, okay? Have a good one. Have a good one. I'm gonna take this paintbrush out of the water. It's been soaking for a bit. Probably a little too small to justify to use on this, but I'm gonna start at the bottom so that the little feetsies can be dry when I need them to be. We're thinking, we're using our noggin. And these ones, this set came pre-primed. This set came pre-primed, so that's cool. You can actually prime with almost any color. It's like I like a spray primer. Comes in a spray paint can. I tried priming with black because there was like a viral painting hack going around on TikTok a little while back where they would... Sorry, the song's whispering at me, and I'm not in the mood to have something whispered in my ear. Little sweet nothings from the music gods. There we go. There we go. Gosh, that took away the one thought I had. Yes, okay. So the black, using a black primer, and then the viral like painting hack that was going around was then to use just like a white color to dry brush. And what that would do is, of course, it would leave the black in the crevices, and it would make the perfect shadow versus contrast thing. And it was kind of neat. It made sense. And then you'd build your color up from there. So it's kind of like reverse painting, where you start with your shadows first. It was neat, but I found out very quickly that it was the type of paint that person was using that made that possible, because anything I tried to do that with just got muddy very, very, very quickly. So that wasn't quite the hack that they're selling it as. This is a very dark brown, isn't it? It's a very dark brown. I'm glad I know. I'm glad I know. Not a huge fan of it. I think when I go back and do it, I might give it a little wash of a more yellow color. See what that'll do, if anything. Since the legs are so dark, I think I'm gonna go with a gray for the cooking pot. Black would be the, like, classic color, but I think I need to do a gray or a silver because it's just gonna be too dark. The whole thing's just gonna be a little too dark. This little buddy's almost dry enough to flip over. We're getting some very ambient space noises. Oh good, we're free from the space realm. Alright, the bottoms of that are dry. We're gonna let you sit there. Release. Drop. Okay. I don't like you. I am sorry, Thondia Brown. You are much too dark. Much too dark for my purposes today. Seal you up. Put you off to the side. Excellent. I think we just need a goofy little win. I think I'm just gonna do these with the lighter color. I did find before that diluting the Averloon Sunset with some water on the painting palette gave it the perfect opacity. Opacity might not be the right word, but it's the one I'm going with. There we go. Ooh, that's sludgy. That's sludgy. Anyone get back into Stardew Valley after the new update? I have played with OG Bayfong and a friend of ours, and it's nice being back. I haven't played for a hot minute, maybe a year, maybe two, and getting back into it's quite nice. Alright, that is not mixed well, but we're adding water anyway, so I don't mind. Perfect. That should be plenty. Let me move this back. I'm just loading up my painting palette. Alright, that's all the same consistency now. I need to make some tea during my break. My allergies are like, you've been fine all day, you've been fine all week even. But tonight, and this moment, at 7:58 on Monday evening, your airways shall be restricted. So it shall be. Nice little dirty first coat. Looking a bit, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Going to do this evening. Hey, the evening is yours. It is whatever, much or as little as you'd like to do. Thank you for lurking. Yeah, allergies. Oh gosh. It doesn't hit me every season. It doesn't hit me every season, and funny enough, I just got allergy tested for some of the more common ones, and surprise, surprise, nothing really got triggered with the test. So I was like, oh great, 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 good, good. So still no answers. Excellent. There's only so many tests being told came back within normal limits that I can take before I get a little disappointed. Alright, coverage on that one came out much better. Alright, you go over there. Can I get you on the table? No, that'll move around a bit. We are going to do... Excuse me. Oh man, when I got tested a few years back, I'm allergic to all the outdoor things. And dust mites and dogs? That's quite rude. That's quite rude. Tests are tests, but your experience is still your experience. That's true. That's very true. That's very true. I've gotten back into Minecraft, which is a great outlet, and a way to turn off my brain. I like that. I like that. When you play Minecraft, are you like more of a miner? Do you dive into the mines? Do you farm, go collect little animals? I feel like I have to make use of all of this tan that I've mixed up. That's... I've got the ittiest bittiest little scroll, which I don't think there's gonna be a polite way to paint this. This thing is too tiny. Much too tiny. Much too tiny. Give it a second to think about drying. My brains need to just grab it to keep painting. There we go. This thing's so little. So little. I think I want to do like a crimson or like a more like a maroon sash in the middle. Little tie. It is so tiny. Okay, that one is good. I think we'll do both treasure chests. We'll do both treasure chests, similar vibes. I don't want to mess with the white balance on the desk camera is a little funky. Let's see, white balance. Oh, it's locked. That's why. Maybe it's not the white balance, is it the contrast? No? Guess I'm not gonna mess with it too much. It's the contrast dropped way down. Interesting. That's alright. anything that's repetitive. I've been enjoying farming a lot. Yesterday I made a bunch of different colored dyes. Ooh. Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. I don't know if we have any Fallout gamers in chat, but I recently finished the show, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, was I pleasantly surprised. There's some folks out there who are upset at the gore level of the Fallout show, and I was like, buddy, did you play the game? Did you play the game? I thought it was the perfect mix of the absurdity of like the campiness, because Fallout's always had this like really like kind of happy, perky, very 1950s sort of color palette with like the Pip-Boy and like the blue and yellow and the propaganda. Like the propaganda posters and everything have just been like such a big part of Fallout. So all of like the fun campy elements of that in stark contrast with all of like the gory bits of being in the wasteland post-apocalypse. I thought the show did a really good job at having both. Yes, Fallout! Have you seen this show? How do we feel about it? I loved it. I loved it. I loved it so much. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like Lucy, the main character. As a general rule, especially if like other people's safety's involved, I get my patience for innocent, naive characters is very, very minimal. I don't know exactly what it is, but my patience is through like the ground for naive, innocent characters during apocalypse shows. And I really thought she was going to be a problem for me, but no, they did an excellent job. An excellent job with her. I love seeing all the recent Fallout stuff. You haven't watched the show yet? Farah, it's hard to see. Good, good, good. Yeah. I did a very, I'm not going to get too much into it because it's a little bit of a surprise how they incorporate certain parts of this particular character's story, but yeah, there's a character that they just do such a good job at showing and not telling. I can't think of the last show that did such a good job at that. And you really don't have to have too much of a background in the games to get this show. Like my mom watched it, and I think she said she enjoyed it. The graphics were done well. You could tell it had plenty of budget. You could tell that folks actually dedicated to the source material were involved too, which was great. What's really funny is my biggest pet peeve of the whole thing, which is barely what anyone's talking about because it's like, it's kind of something that everyone kind of universally agrees with, was just, like it's, it's, not great because it's not perfect, but also it would have been a pain in the ass and it would have probably become an actual, like, it would have, an overshadowing plot point if they, represented it correctly was, well, maybe I'll just watch it soon, lol. Now I'm curious. I really like it. It is very gory, right? There is some gore to it. They do a pretty, there is, since like the whole point of the vaults is to eventually repopulate the earth, America, really. There's a lot of like patriotism around procreating. So if that's a weird thing, then content warning for people. But like, it's not. It's kind of like tongue-in-cheek referenced because of just how silly and ridiculous the whole situation is. That tracks, yeah. I'm okay with gore, so that won't be a big deal for me, but it intrigues me. Yeah. What's really funny is gore isn't a big deal for me either. But the way they built a few scenes, they did such an excellent job, for me anyway, of having each thing having some gravity to it. Like in some scenes, gore was like a humor mechanic, like a punchline, but then in other scenes, it like meant something. And the way that they were able to like make me feel things when I've played and rated games for a long time, watched plenty of nonsense, like it's like, dang, the storytelling, I liked it. I see, so good writing and design. Yeah. For sure. For sure. I've seen some really funny, goofy memes of like Squidward looking outside at SpongeBob and Patrick frolicking, looking like goofs, and the meme is Halo players, and they're Squidward, and then the Fallout players are Patrick and SpongeBob. I really wasn't into Halo a ton, so I don't really follow like diehard fan stuff, but apparently the TV show just was not it. It was just a show with the Halo name on it. I've heard from people that they tried really hard to, I don't know, like they either retold or retconned, or they did something that just wasn't really. It was almost like they were telling a story that wasn't at its essence Halo. So Halo fans were kind of bummed out by that show. So them sitting up in Squidward's house with their sad show, watching Fallout fans having a good time. It's just such a good meme. Such a good meme. This vibe and elevator music is giving me life. Thank you for spending your evening with me, folks. I really appreciate it. I've been having a super hard time lately. Just in general. Being Lloyd, going through the days. I really appreciate y'all. Especially with the doctors having me eating gluten again. My physical and mental health has been a little wonky, to say the least, but I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Spending time with y'all helps pass the time. There we go. I bet it's been quite a struggle. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the head bab. Sorry. I appreciate it. Seems like you've gone through a lot this year so far. Some great things though, but still hard things. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. It's really easy. Like, you know, I just keep rolling to the next thing, and it's just like, you know, once you solve something, you know, there's another problem, so you solve the problem that's in front of you. I have a habit of not celebrating my victories, so that's actually really valuable to be forced to look back at 2024 so far, literally quarter one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, of 2024. Not quarter one. What would this be? What's a try? What is it when you break something into thirds? Yep, I found out on February 2nd that not only had my American health insurance approved next steps for the surgery, but my surgeon had had a cancellation in 2 weeks. So, Mr. Lloyd was on the table February 19th, finding out during the first week of February, so, that was a lot. Hey! How do I say your name, buddy? Welcome in! Welcome in. Hello, hello. Man, when you told me that, I was so excited for you. Hi, is it Squo? Squo is Squo, okay? Hi, Danny. Welcome in. Just say it and whatever happens, happens. I love how I have to operate under the assumption that, you know each other, and Danny's not just like, you know what? I'm speaking for this person. I know Danny enough that would be kind of wonky, but... I'm gonna actually add a little bit more water to this color. You can say whatever you want. Everyone says it differently, and it's my little connection with them. Aw, that's actually really fucking wholesome. Welcome in. Welcome in, buddy. Buddy pal. So what's super funny is I'm wearing like really comfy like lounge shorts, but the way I'm sitting and with my button-up shirt, it can kind of look like I'm not wearing pants. So like I'm like really aware of the desk camera. Making sure I'm giving you the kind of show I was expecting. I do know Danny. I've never seen this person before in my life. See zero leg action. Okay, good, good, good. Good, that's not free. Like welcome in, Squo. I'm just kidding. What's really funny is, as a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, when I saw your screen name first, I don't know if I'm dyslexic. Sometimes though, my brain tries really hard to try to tell me I'm dyslexic. So, when I saw all of the letters pop up on the screen, like it looked like S Gojo for a sec. Wait, is it Gojo? No, it's a Q. That's a Q. So I was like, damn, Satoru Gojo in the flesh? I moved my webcam to show you the spill I made earlier. It is a G. I like it. No, maybe it's not. We don't get like action for free. That's right. That's right, Danny. That is a premium feature. I don't know on what platform yet, but we can work out the details. I know, it's so cute. Yo, I had a friend in high school who had a very long name, very unique name, and it was really cool. It was like they had like it was like lack of a better term, it's kind of like an algorithm they followed where they combined a bunch of different names, but like a couple letters of each name. Anywho, how it manifested was there being multiple pronunciations of this poor child's name, and I was correcting people confidently with my whole ass chest, and come to find out, like, I think we were in college or senior year of high school. I swear to God, they changed how they pronounce their name, and I was like, what are you? Why didn't you? Because that's not what I've been like in front of you correcting people, and they're like, well, I can't remember what they said at the time. I don't know if they were like being sassy or if they actually meant it. They're like, I just got tired of correcting people. I figured they would just say it the way they wanted to anyways. It's like, yeah, but I was correcting people. You can't do that to me. I mean, you can't let me do that to you. Oh my gosh. It has to be rough as a kid having one of those more non-traditional names. Yeah, and especially in a culture where, especially when I was growing up, I'm hoping, right, that it's better now, but when I was growing up, unique names were, like, conflated with, non-traditional, non-white names, and there's, like, very little incentive for the general public to get the pronunciation right. Even right up through when I was in college, they were encouraging foreign exchange students to pick American names, and I didn't realize it at the time, but after I like grew up and like learned a little bit more, I think that practice is so fucked up. And it was always like explained like it was like to help them blend in better, or like to get along with their classmates better. No. I mean, obviously, right, if a person wants a nickname, all the power to them. It's them, right? It's their name, it's their, you know, how they want to interact with people. Absolutely, do what you want to do. But the fact that it was part of the curriculum to, like, make them pick an American name, like, I remember when I, like, really thought about that after I'd, like, got my undergrad and everything, and was, like, doing the work of unlearning some things, and I was like, wait a second, that's fucked up. Oh, my real name is really common, but my last name is very, very rare. Most people get it wrong. Make the Americans learn things. Yes, we're not trying to assimilate everyone, please. Yes, so much on learning. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I promise you, this is not a bright mustard color. I think it's something about the lighting or a setting on the camera that I can't be fucked to fix. But, it's coming across very mustard. It's giving very mustard. And it's not. It's a little warmer than this. I guess if I had to, like, assign warmer or cooler, it is a little warmer than this. Now, do I want this to be the same color? Perhaps. Yeah, we'll make this the same color. And then we'll use that lovely bronzy metallic color on the barrel rings. Oh boy, oh lord, everything's wet. You can't put it down. This is usually what happens, is I get myself in a corner, and then, only then, will I move back to something else that was drying. Let's touch it here. I might have to lay it on its side. There we go. So now that that's done, what can use this color? Yes, we'll go back to the bedding. When I was in French class, they had us pick traditional French names to be known as in class. It was weird. We did that in Spanish too. I was a freshman in high school, and my section of the class happened to have all of the upperclassmen that forgot to take their language up until the last second. And so it was like 50% seniors, and I was like a little freshman. And I remember like the cool guy went with Jesus because he thought it was so funny that it was spelled Jesus, and that was like that. It was just a little weird. It was a little weird. That for some reason that feels a little different to me than if say a foreign exchange student from China came and they're like, okay, pick a nickname, and it's heavily implied that your nickname needs to be very Americanized and like white leaning. Like slightly different context. Maybe I'm just being weird about it, but I remember I thought it was very cool picking the name Margarita. Nice, but the teacher just ended up calling me Daniela most of the time anyway. That happened. Actually, I do remember other people in the class, if their names could have a because I took Spanish, if they could have like a little yella at the end, the teacher just, or like had a really easy, like, kind of like Spanish equivalent. I just went with it. Teenage brains. I went with Julian, a Star Trek character. Oh, see, I watched Star Trek a little bit. It was something that if there were like reruns on, right, I'd watch it. I never like watched it quite religiously. I think no, Stargate was probably what I'm picturing too. Yeah, Star Wars and Stargate I think was what my household watched more. Not really that there was anything wrong with Star Trek, it just didn't happen to be there. Okay, I am gonna paint the bottom. Painting with Lloyd is just Lloyd setting himself up for failure and making little booby traps along the way, and then suddenly Lloyd's standing there, sitting there, probably wearing pants, not wearing pants, wondering how to get out of the little landmine he's made of paint. I do apologize if we have any new friends pop into chat and you get whisked away with the conversation and the music bot. The music bot is very zealous. Alright, so that's the bottom of that. We're gonna let that dry. Yes, it just saw Atlantis. Yes, Stargate Atlantis was, yep, my jam. SG1, more than SG1, but still excellent, yep. DS9 is one I highly recommend. DS9? What is that? What does that stand for? So Stargate Atlantis is what we watched. Then there was Stargate, I think, Universe? And unfortunately, it wasn't our jam. It wasn't our jam because it ended up being like your classic ship in space. Ship no contact, no one else. People go, uh-oh. But no contact, no one else. Stranded space was like the whole plot of the show. And it's fine, but like people start like turning on each other. There's a little bit of like murder mystery stuff going on. I just like didn't really care for it super much. Oh, Deep Space Nine. Okay. Autocorrect. Stargate is one word. Yeah, Universe was not the vibe. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad I'm like remembering that name right. Really fun variety of things in it. Okay, Deep Space Nine, Deep Space Nine, Deep Space Nine. Okay. It's on a space station with lots of aliens. It has more variety. Oh, that's cool. They were trying so hard to match a Battlestar Galactica vibes. Oh! This fucking music, dude. This is a live feed of what my last two brain cells are doing when they're trying to recall all of the sci-fi I've consumed. The variety of this music is intense, and I want carne asada in space. Fuck yeah, I like that. I actually had empanadas for lunch and then samosas for dinner. Anything that is like an international equivalent of a crab rangoon. It's perfect. Well, it's perfect for my sensory needs for food. Carne asada sounds good. Samosas, so good. Samosas are very good. Very good. And I had like a lovely green sauce. I forget. My brain isn't working. But it had a lovely... Would it be a chutney? I don't know, but I don't know what it was. Are you dry enough? I'd be free of my prison that I made of my design. There we go. This music's so fucking funny. Yeah, this is a bedroll. Let's get the last base coat on. Yeah, I'm playing on Pretzel Rocks, which is free. They do have a free version. The caveats is you don't have access to all their stations, and you have to have the bot saying what the name of the music is. What's really cool though is it does have a toggle in the filters for if you their entire catalog I believe is Twitch safe for streaming, but there's a toggle for YouTube safe, so it's a slightly more narrowed down version. So I've got YouTube in the filter, and I've also got instrumental, no vocals. And currently I'm playing the Surprise Me station, which I would wager we all are very surprised. I think I've only had to skip 1 or 2 songs, and one of them was just because it was whispering in my ear, and I wasn't ready for that level of intimacy from the random music song. Oh! Oh my goodness, thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. You know whispering for me either. It was not what I was into. But I appreciate you, thanks for being here. There's some nice jazz, yes, I do remember that. Since then we've been all around the world. Oh, we were talking about food earlier, but let's see, I'm making is it poutine? Like a long E for the I, poutine? I've heard it pronounced both ways from even like French Canadians, so they haven't helped me out at all. I'm making poutine for dinner and I'm adding carne asada meat to it because it was cheap. Honestly, I like that. Poutine is just like potato nachos, right? Like potato nachos with cheese curds. Yeah. All toppings are fair game. Need more Indian food. Oh, that green sauce is usually so good. Yes! Yes! Hello. Hey, Mad Hermit, welcome in. Thanks for being here. That was from YouTube for any of my Twitch friends who get confused. Nailed it. I say poutine. Excellent. Potato nachos. That's what I'm saying. They're potato nachos. Tachos, if you will. That's tater tot nachos. Oh. I haven't tater tots in a while. I like tater tots. I have a bunch of hash browns in my freezer. I make a couple every now and then. Throw them in the air fryer for a little treat. Welcome in, Mad Hermit. We have some ponies. They got some paint on Bill. God damn it, Bill. We talked about this. Well, once Bill's fully dry, I'll fix that one spot that landed on him. That's Bill. This is his buddy. I don't have a name for his buddy yet. And we've been working on putting the base coats on. I've got 2 treasure chests right there, a keg, and then this is the backside of 2 bedrolls. Once the bedrolls are dry, we're gonna go in and add some more. We're gonna dirty them up a bit. I tried poutine with tots instead of fries. It doesn't work. I could see that. I really could see that. I honestly prefer fries, but tater tots can make great nachos. It may be better with melted or liquid cheese, though. Oh, instead of, like, curds? Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. I have too many choices in front of me. Okay, what I have to do, so I'm gonna let that get clean. We're gonna move everything over that is now this, not mustard, I promise, color. Let's revisit this bad boy. You can tell where I was holding it before. We're trying out that new brown. I really don't like that brown, to be honest. If it's something that I don't plan on layering too many colors onto, I might use that brown, but it is not my favorite thing. Since we painted the bottom of it with it, I unfortunately have to use it for the top. Contrast, shade, shade, contrast. I think it should just throw it out. Hold on. Oh, is it this? Base, Thondia brown. Yeah, Thondia brown. A little too dark. A little too dark. Make a fun little mess. I learned my lesson. The first couple times I was filling up the entire water glass with water, but all that does is soak your poor brushes and the handles. We'll use a new brush. How are you doing? You're good. Alright. The original Battlestar Galactica was way better than the remake. Yes, showing my age, but true. Battlestar Galactica had Starbuck in it, right? I barely remember it. I just remember he was like this playboy that was like the man's man of the show. I do remember liking it though. I remember watching it. Yeah, we were talking about, you probably saw it, but, Stargate Universe. Do you remember how disappointed we were when we were watching that? We just got done binging, like, all of Atlantis, if I remember correctly. And, so the new Stargate Universe came out. We're like, hell yeah. I don't remember how many episodes we got into, but we very quickly found out that it was gonna be more of the same. Very, dramatic. Very soap opera-y and less, you know, like, less of the vibes. Like, Stargate Atlantis was very, kind of like had Monster of the Week vibes. Like, each episode was mostly contained. Very, like, kind of fun. There was like risk. It was more action adventure-y. That's probably a good example. It was more action adventure-y than Universe ended up being. Universe ended up being so disappointing. Yes, LOL. Yeah. Yeah, welcome in. Have you we were talking about kill teams earlier in chat. Mad Hermit is making, or he's made mostly, I believe, a Phobos guild team, and he wants to paint them like Space Marines. Space Marines is a faction. A faction? There's probably a more accurate word for it, but, you can have, I believe, you should have 3 different colors for you, officially, for your kill teams. It helps make it so that if you do events or something, your characters can always be differentiated. If you have 3 different colors, the chances of you and your enemy having the same colors is very low. What's funny is, so I must have had yellow paint on my hand, but I'm not too upset about that touching the stick. Like, I find my painting style with minis is, once I start dirtying them up, it really starts coming all together. I'm trying to gently get on the inside of these sticks because I'm gonna make the pot a more silver, a more gray color. Originally I was gonna do black, but that was before we picked the darkest brown for the sticks. And we just like gently wedge them apart. There we go. Perfect. We did get the back of that, but that's alright. Not too worried. Just gonna pull them apart a little bit more. Cool. We'll let those dry, and then we'll go in for the silver of the cooking pot. Oh, fuck. Yes, each episode was like its own movie. I prefer the Battlestar remake Starbuck. Part of a good era of strong women characters in sci-fi. Battlestar remake Starbuck. I don't remember the remake so much myself. I did see it. I just don't remember what my impression was. And you're using markers? Yes. Have you picked what painting markers you're going with? I think it was a TikTok I saw, or the YouTube video you sent. It's like Gundam Markers was the brand name. It was very cool. I was shocked. We bullied Matt Hermit so much on Sunday's stream because he asked, can you paint minis with markers? We bullied the shit out of him. only to find out that there's a whole market for miniature markers, like felt tipped markers. That's what we get for being garbage humans. At first, I wanted this brown to match the rest of it, but no, this is really dark. I don't need to use this dark color. Okay. Nope, go down, go down. Go down. Go. How did we dry? How are we doing? Oh, that came out nice. Nice. Actually, I might paint the pillow a different color. I'm gonna go in and do the actual bedding, very similar to how we've colored these sacks. But I actually might want the pillows to be a different color. I mixed up a bit. You know who plays Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian? She plays Starbuck. Really? I believe it. That's so funny. That is actually really funny. That's really cool. Huh. Huh. Now I'm... Okay. This is when I pull up another tab for something to look up later. Let's see. Here I am. My brain is scrambling the letters and it's trying to spell Gattaca instead of Galactica. Oh! It's... Are they rebooting it? January 7th, 2024. The last update Battlestar Galactica received. Oh, hold up. I did not realize something new was happening. It was reported that Derek Simmons had joined the project as a writer, showrunner, and executive producer. In 2022, it was revealed that the series would share a universe with the upcoming Battlestar Galactica film. Dang. Well, I'll keep that open. Gattaca is also a great movie. What's funny enough is, I think we watched it in my high school biology class. I think we watched it. It's super fun. You always knew when a teacher like weaseled in a personal favorite into the curriculum, you know? Same, watched it in biology. Nice. I think for anyone who's not familiar with Gattaca, I feel like it's not as popular. It's not as mainstream, right? It takes place in a dystopian because it's a failed utopia. If you know how it goes with sci-fi. Universe where they've got human like reproduction and biological engineering down to a science where you can pick you can basically just perfectly engineer your children, and the whole thing is a really great commentary on eugenics, on society's expectations, and like a warning about applied like real life issues that like where cloning and stuff is headed. So very cool. I actually wouldn't mind watching it again now that I'm like an actual adult. Might have more opinions on it, but really cool. Really cool. And obviously with that kind of universe, that kind of world building, discrimination is allowed to happen for like job applications. Some of the characters are focused around like an aerospace sort of division, and because society expects everyone to not have any physical shortcomings, not have any health issues, has all these expectations, anyone who was born without being engineered or like Man, I am like diving deep into the brain vault, so please feel free to correct me, someone, if I'm fucking it. But yeah, because of it, you can't, if you were born and you have any sort of anything that doesn't fit the perfect human image, you couldn't be in the aerospace program. And it was a really big deal. And I really liked how they did like a sort of not espionage, but like sort of undercover, kind of like trying to steal someone's identity and trying to cover it. It was very cool. You're getting it right. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh man, I don't know what to paint. Okay, I put these little fellas in front of me, so I must have decided that that was the best course of action. So I can do the shade to get this, but I want to paint the pillows. I initially said red, but I kind of want to do this color. This is the color that I want to do for the cooking pot as well. So if I do the pillows and the cooking pot with that, that'll do 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh yeah, and it's called Gattaca because it's made from the 4 letters of the DNA sequence. GCAT. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Actually, I really want to watch that now. When did that come out? In 1997. American dystopian science fiction film written. Yeah. Oh, I saw 2024, but that was just when the Wikipedia page got updated. I was like, damn, is all this stuff getting new things? 97. Wow. You've never seen the movie that you know of interesting? Yeah, what is the whole description? Let's see. Oh, Uma Thurman's in it? Ethan Hawke. Yeah, the punchline, a genetically inferior human assumes the identity of a superior one in order to pursue his lifelong dream of space travel. I don't know if parts of it didn't age well, right? Last time I saw it, I was probably like freaking 14, but I do remember enjoying it. That's so funny. Uma Thurman, like, I probably had no idea who she was when I saw it. It's like some random actress, whatever. That's cool. Very cool. I need to dig out. Somewhere in my Warhammer stuff, I bought, it's a little container that has a bunch of little tiny metal, my brand keeps trying to call them ball bearings, but it's kind of like, you know how like a nail polish, when you shake a nail polish container, it does a little clacking sound? It's because it's got like a little piece in it. A little piece in it that helps when you shake it to mix up the paint. Well, I've got a little container of a bunch of little tiny metal balls that I can put in each one of these so that it'll help make mixing them a lot easier. Not mixing them so much as like, you know, keeping them from settling. Alright, how are you doing? You are still gross because the water I've set you in is gross. Okay, you can live over there. Think about what you've done. And while you do that, I'll drink some water because I haven't had water in a while. You know what's really excellent, and just if you're a fan of older cinema, I don't even know if it counts as cinema because it's animated, but I started getting to the point where I just have comfort watching older things. Newer stuff, I don't know if it's, everything's so freaking like dark, like lighting wise, action scenes are just at weird angles. I don't know. This must be the mark of of not like of aging out, of being like a primary demographic or something. But anyways, I think it's on Hulu. It might be on Amazon, I can't remember. but the Ewoks animated show from like 1972 or something like that. Freaking no, it can't be that old because Star Wars came out in the 70s. Someone, if someone knows, when did the Ewoks animated TV show come out? It might have been 82. I don't know. But sometimes I'll throw on a random episode of it, and it's just so cozy. It's so comfortable. It's so lovely. Alright, we're gonna get that blue in there. Game of Thrones lighting. Yeah, Game of Thrones ass lighting. No, don't even. Oh. I remember for a while, some people would be like, oh, should I get into Game of Thrones? Like, after the last season happened. And I'm like, if you do, it's not a bad show, but if you do, the series ends at the 3rd episode of the last season. It's like, you know, after the Battle of Whiterun or Whitehall, whatever the... It's been a couple of years. After that happens, after the battle with the White Walkers, that's it. That's the end of the series. Anything that happens after that, as far as I'm concerned, are fan theories. But if you watch the show, it ends after the 3rd episode of the last season. And the dubstep comes in, okay. I'm good with this. This is good. New Hope came out in 79. Jedi came out in 83, so maybe 85? That's fair. Ruth, I think you could cut it after Podrick sings, to be honest. Who's Podrick? 1985! Hey! Dancing on YouTube's got it. Ewoks 1985, says Mad Hermit. Okay, my guess was 82, so I was a little off. I almost called you Koji. I don't, for some reason, the combination of vowels and consonants in your screen name actually breaks my brain. Kojo. Oh my god, Podrick. Which one's Podrick? Where the fuck's Podrick? He either wasn't attractive or he was someone that I didn't care for. Yeah, I like the Ewok show. It's very comfy. I added a little too much water to this. Okay, that little bit I just added is actually a good. Run that down. Podrick's a little squire guy. Is he the guy that ends up with the squire guy? I need to... I'm picturing someone I keep calling Sam. Let's see, Podrick. I didn't add anything else, hopefully. Podrick, Game of Thrones. I don't know who this is. I'm looking at photos and this is just a stock child. Like a grown child. He's standing next to Brienne of Tarth. I'm seeing a lot of House of Dragon stuff. Was he in House of Dragon? Podrick. He just looks like a grumpy little man child. I don't know why, I don't know. Can't place him. He travels out of the city with the youngest daughter. God, I can't remember anyone's name. Arya, maybe. Oh. Did he go with Arya when they both were like destined for the wall? Or they were going off in an adventure. They weren't like ostracized, but they were both going to the wall. Arya, yeah, okay. That's why I don't remember. That was way too soon. That was before too many hopes were crushed. Oh, hey, I see on YouTube, don't watch the Christmas special. Of what? The Ewoks or Star Wars? I can't watch the Christmas special, Steve. What's going on, Steve? Let's see. That wasn't Podrick, that was Jandy. Oh shit, never mind. Ignore me. Podrick was Tyrion Lannister's squire to begin with. Apparently I remember nothing. That's okay. That's okay. I didn't either. We're good. We're good. Steve, why don't you watch the Christmas special? What happened? Is it bad? Is it... I feel like I need to watch the Christmas special now. Alright, we've done a couple layers of that blue on the pillows. I'm not sure why I really wanted blue on the pillows, but this is what we've done. We're gonna do a layer of that lovely color on the cooking pot. What about the Lego Christmas special? What? No, those two characters are eternally morphed together in my brain. My computer just yelled at me. It scared me. It factory reset my brain, actually. Lego Christmas special, which you love. Is it a Lego Star Wars Christmas special? I have a good mind for media and such. Good, 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 good. One of us needs to. I mean, it's your painting. Do what makes you happy. And I very much don't. Yeah, someone's got to keep us in line. Hey, I retold the plot of Gattaca. That is my media literacy for the day. Oh, I didn't even, we were talking about the Fallout show earlier, right, chat? And, I don't know what distracted me, but I was about to say the one thing that, I quite loved it. I quite loved it quite a bit. And the one little caveat I had, I'm kind of glad I didn't include it because I feel like it would have been an overshadowing plot point. If, you get excited about the Brotherhood of Steel's power armor, the T-45, the T-60, and you're like, man, I can't wait to see how they solve the problem of fusion cells. You may or may not be waiting a minute. I'm just saying. You may or may not be waiting a minute before you realize how they chose to solve fusion cells. Fusion cores running out. It's interesting. Okay. I've only seen the Lego one, so if there's another one that I haven't seen it. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to have to take a break for Victoria to watch that, aren't I? What's Victoria? What's Victoria? That's because one of the games you don't need to change them out. No, really? Hold up. Is that true? Wait, Steve, is that true? Is that true? If that's the case, then I take it back. Is it 3? 3, I do remember it being a lot harder. Like, power armor isn't a dime a dozen. Old royalty historical drama about Queen Victoria. Oh, could have just thought about the name of the show you were mentioning. And put the pieces together. I guess that's on me. I could have solved that on my own. Wow, it's actually really hard to get in here. I'm just gonna... Whatever happens, happens. I do have to get a base color down, though, in there. I feel like I'm destroying this poor little tripod. Almost just slapped. Now we've got, like, sassy elevator music. I could picture this in an elevator on Dead Island. There we go, and just one more little... There we go. Perfect. Sick. Actually, was I leaning too far forward? I will never figure out where my fucking camera is. Just moving the paint around again, there and there. Okay, that's what I wanted to do with that. Let me just turn off. Can I mute this? Oh my gosh. We're just gonna turn that off for now. Okay, cool. Um, 1800s-ish. It's okay, I wouldn't have known either. I believe 3 in New Vegas, you didn't.
Yeah,
and New Vegas, really? You know what it is we played Fallout 76 for so long and so hard when it first came out. It probably overwrote anything else I remembered about the games. 1840s. Nice. Danny, you were technically right. 1800s-ish is exactly 1840s. I think that counts. Alright, I said I wanted to do the metallic stuff on these brackets, but I actually might do that as like a rusty sort of overlay. Ooh, gross ahead. That was too watered down. Let's grab this. Much better. Yeah, my goal is after getting this metal down with these brackets. Once everything's dry, we can just dirty the shit out of this up, and it'll be beautiful. I keep... You are banned. That little pot, I made a little mixture of paint and water over there, and it is too diluted. Sometimes I forget to breathe. If anyone hasn't, please go follow Danny Marie AUC on YouTube and Twitch. What's funny enough is they've commented on both. So, just scroll up in chat and you can find them. Go follow them. Go subscribe to them. Go do all the things. Phenomenal streamer. Phenomenal vibes. Phenomenal human. If I can get my shit together, we're gonna play some games together. I've made myself a trap. You place it down. There it goes. Here we go. Let's see. Having literally had to ask Squirrel last night because I clearly know history things. It took most of my educational career, which is including like elementary and high school. I hated history. It wasn't until I discovered anthropology and that there is a different kind of history than memorizing dates that I started trying to catch up on all of the things I'd ignored. Danny is good people. Yes, I agree. She's amazing. Yes. LOL, no me? Oh, shush. Don't talk about my friend like that. We'll do something, but I relate to not having my shit together, so no stress. You were an anthro major? Cut it out. Were you? Excellent. Excellent. What part of anthropology was your favorite? I am going to forget, but I think for anyone who's not anthropology, there's like 3 main branches of anthro. There's linguistics, which is study of languages. Archaeology, which is like the more like the physical part of history. Basically anything about history of peoples is that one. And then what's the third one? Biological anthropology isn't its own branch, is it? They really simplify it, but... Oh, cultural, okay. You love linguistics! Yes! Culture would be my topic of choice too. Nice. A single anthro class, but I really did enjoy it way more. Intro to anthropology at my university, it was everyone's favorite gen ed to cover a specific like type of credit. So intro to anthropology was always such a oversaturated class of people who really didn't care. So it was kind of a rough measure on the department. But I ended up getting into archaeology. And I've worked on a couple of different excavations, and I actually lived in Romania for a season, 10 weeks, excavating a medieval cemetery. My eventual goal was to get into disaster victim identification, and work with the International Community of the Red Cross. I was really learning my languages because I like you to have a couple languages, and I was really getting those. I was just lining stuff up. I was getting experience. That cemetery was wild. It was an experience, an unforgettable one. But anthropology is a very expensive field to stay in, and sometimes it feels like you need to get your freaking doctorate to be able to be competitive in the field, and I just didn't. It was not the move for me. I did not have the resources or the mental health to do it. And I'm glad I did, because I did not realize I was trans at the time. I confidently, without like being over dramatic, I can confidently say I would not have survived grad school with my unresolved relationship with gender. So life's funny how it works out, you know? Cultural paleo was where I was specializing. Ooh, but I also have a passion for games and sports, so I approached it from that angle. That's pretty cool. Yes, that's the only class I really got to take. I didn't have many options as far as that goes. But then I did a hard skirt and switched to photography. Yo, that's totally valid. I'm a Twitch streamer, so like that's so badass. That does sound about right. It's very frustrating. Yeah, it's good you can look back and see that maybe things worked out how they should have. It's wild. It truly is. It truly is. I don't know the original source of the quote, but it's something along the lines of, and insert Lloyd paraphrasing and probably destroying it. Something along the lines of, if we got everything we thought was meant for us, it would keep us from getting what we really, you know, end up needing. And I think about that all the time. If I got everything that I thought was meant for me, you know, like every relationship that I was like, yeah, this is the one, or this is my degree, I'm gonna be in this field forever. Everything that I thought for sure was for me, if I got it, my life would be completely different. I wouldn't have had any of the experiences I had. I wouldn't have met OG Beifong. I met OG Beifong working in anthropology. It was just all of these things wouldn't have happened. Very true. I know even though I'm not where I want to be, I can look back and very much see that that is true in my life. Unintentional introspective evening with Lloyd. With the most banging elevator music. I muted you. Oh, you're something else. Oh, you're OneDrive telling me I'm out of space. Nah, get wrecked, OneDrive. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying shit. I have so many little red X's on my computer because OneDrive is full. And like, I'll worry about you later. I'll worry about you later. Oh my gosh, what is this? This camera is killing me. I'm very aware I'm sealing my fate by painting where my fingers just were. OneDrive get wrecked. If I got a bagel, I wouldn't have gotten a pizza. That's fucking true, Steve. You're right, you're right. LOL, sometimes it just happens. Get right. Yeah, I did a 40-page thesis on how baseball is imperialism. I mean, to be honest. That's awesome. And while I'm proud of that work, it's what told me that I needed to switch out of it. 40 pages is a lot of pages to do something that doesn't like vibe with your soul. Then that's like the perfect way to be like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. That's awesome. Okay, what is wet and what isn't? Everything is wet because I only make traps for myself. Oh, that whole side. Hey, let's let's see how poorly using my left hand goes. All right, and here we are. I think I can do it if I don't breathe. Like painting with my whole arm instead of very minute wrist motions. There's a lot of paint on that brush, holy shit. I'm like painting by moving my right hand. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed right there. Thank you, hand. You're doing stellar work. And here's the thing, we were talking earlier about how stressful it is to finally, you know, pull the trigger and start painting minis. If you do set pieces, I guarantee you, no one in the middle of his campaign is gonna go, hey, that treasure chest looks like shit. Like, no one's gonna be picking it up and scrutinizing it in the middle of a fight. Yeah, a little rough, but once you put the shader in there, actually, it will take it up quite nicely. Now, where can I place this now that it is all wet? It will be in my hand for all of eternity. But Steve, there's bagel pizzas. Oh, shit. Dancing's right. Is that what, you had for dinner? Bagel pizzas? Even this music I'm vibing with. I love everything that's happening in the music today. Alright, this is my home, but my summer house can be this pile of paper towels. There we go. Perfect, I'm free. Okay, we will gently hold this. Let's do the bottom first so that we get a chance to dry. Perfect. Oh, spaghetti. You thumbs down though. We don't like spaghetti. Is that what's happening? Was it sad? Was it depression spaghetti? What's going on with the spaghetti? What's going on, dancing? What's going on? This is like giving Power Rangers and I'm here for it. I thought my left hand, I think my hands are just getting tired. Actually, it could be my body screaming for an ounce of hydration. Yeah, hold up. Let me wipe that off with boop. There we go. After I clean this up, I'll drink some water. Great. Oop, that hasn't been. Okay, great. That bottom's almost dry enough to place down on it. Let's see. Hi, Sky Beneath. Recently, my dad bought organic spaghetti sauce, and it was awful and watery. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. In my forays into learning what is and is not gluten-free, sometimes that happens when I grab sauces that look like they could be good, but they are not. It was Wolves a dinner request. Okay, okay. Wolf requested spaghetti, you made spaghetti, but you didn't like spaghetti. I see what's happening. Alright, we're gonna place that down there. I almost drank my paintbrush water. I don't know if you can see this yellow nasty. Oh, that would have been disgusting. I must away and gotta finish dinner, but it was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you as well, Quojo. Quojo. I'm gonna go with Quojo for now. Have a good evening. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the follow. Look. Welcome in. What's really funny, chat, is earlier when I was prepping for stream, I like to do like a minute or so recording, so I can hear back the audio and everything. And after, you know, I'd set it up, I tweak the audio settings, you know, like listening to the music next, compared to my voice level. It's like, you know, this is perfect, this is great. And I just hit go live. I'm so used to waiting until the last second to set things up that I was just like, you know what? Everything's good. Muscle memory hit go live, and I think it was like 6:47. So, you're welcome, everyone. Not only was I on time, but I think I almost made up for the last couple times we've been late starting stream. Bye. Alright, let's see here. We have the treasure chests, their base colors are basically done. These are basically done. This lovely little cooking pot could be done, but I would like to do some more shading on it. I think I'm gonna go watch some TVs, but I'll be looking and checking in on this painting. Thank you so much, Danny. It was really fun hanging out with you today. I appreciate you to bits. Appreciate you to bits. Enjoy your shows. Thank you for being here. If anyone hasn't, please, I mean it, go check out Danny Marie AUC, and they're on YouTube and Twitch. So please go check them out. Please do, please do. I love the emotes. I am just trying to think of strategically what things I would like to accomplish. I actually think I might do this. I think I want to think more about this before I go splashing color on it, because there's a few different ways I could approach. I could make the base a different brown. I could make these more metallic. I could make them darker. There's a couple options. These, though, I think I can confidently say, going in with our classic Agrax Earthshade is going to do the trick. Thank you, of course. Of course, Danny. Of course. Let's see. For a little while on TikTok, I was seeing these lovely... They were targeted for children. They were for mothers who wanted, like, or parents who wanted, like, mess-free painting. But I loved it. So how it was is I had, like, a little tower. It was for water. It was for cleaning your brushes while you go. It had, like, a little reservoir to it. But at the base of it was this little, pressure-sensitive spot where you could press your dirty paintbrush into, and it would rush some water into the well. And you could kind of like swirl it about, and you'd pick it up and it would drain. And you would push it, you know, pressure, and it would give you fresh water. That is, I think, genius. Because here I am over here with my swamp juice, dirty dog water cup. And every time I put a brush back into it, I'm like, I should change this water. I should change this water. Let's see. There we go. I'm actually... Part of me wants to leave these on the table instead of picking them up, but there's no way to really hold it down. I guess I could do this, right? Yeah, let's try this. There we go. This is much better than me kind of like gripping it. There we go. Just a little bit of dirtiness, a little bit of grungy. Actually gonna go in. There's a few spots here that I want it to be a little darker. There we go. There we have it. There we have it. That's looking good. How many subs to drink it? Steven. The swiftest of Steven cats. Sir. Everyone, go follow SwiftCat Steve on YouTube and Twitch. That is my brother. And if you watch our Sunday streams, you've heard his voice, believe it or not. You have heard his voice, so go follow him on YouTube and Twitch. You have to pick one. I think he's trying his best to get his YouTube going. So please go. Steve, stop it. No, I'm trying to do the math. I'm trying to think of how many subs. Not enough, unfortunately. That brush had a lot on it. Thank you for hanging out with me, everyone. Whether you're lurking, you're chatting, you've just popped in, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But yeah, if you follow Steve, you actually can get another POV on Sunday streams. Oh, that came out good. I really like how it grabbed the shadows in this one. That's good, that's good. And you're noticing on this one that's already drying, the shadows are a lot less dramatic once they dry. Chug, chug, chug. Please do not. I appreciate that. Opens wallet. You question my power. Dude. To be honest, it's probably gluten-free, right? I could not. I could not. I could not. So my brain keeps hopping back and forth. The problem is, if I give him a number, there is a terrifying chance he's gonna do it. And I'm not so worried about drinking it, to be honest with you. I'm more worried about financially destroying my brother because he has no willpower. Please do not. Oh, I appreciate you looking out for me. I do. Okay, those are gonna look lovely. Those are gonna look good. I almost drank it of my own volition on accident again. Let's swap places between that and my water. Imagine, like, how funny would that be? Oh. You're out of line, but you're right. That blue really does dirty up quite nicely. I quite like that. Once it's dry a bit more, I'll pick it up so you folks can see it better. Steve, what games are you streaming? Tell everyone what you're up to. What are you up to, Steve? Heck, let's do the whole thing. I'm convinced contrast and shade paints are made to make us all feel like $1,000,000 when we paint. Just look at how lovely that's dirtying that up. Oh! It's beautiful. Sensational. Yeah, after I do a few more sessions of painting environments, I'm gonna start doing kill teams. Warhammer kill teams. So if you're into that, feel free to stay tuned. Yes, we've met a few new friends in chat today, so if you haven't put the pieces together already, I'm Lloyd Lloydster, he, him. I stream every other Monday. Today isn't on Monday, if you haven't guessed as well. Every other Monday, I paint minis at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I stream, mostly solo games, and then Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. is the lovely family bonding that has become Dead Island between Wolfstag, Swiftcat, Steve, and myself. It is a blast. It's probably one of the funnest games we've played in a while. Look at that! That's looking good! I'm telling you that yellow's not mustard. It looks a lot better in person. You'll have to just take my word for it. I'll have to post pictures on Instagram. You know, join the Discord, folks. It's in the About sections of Twitch. Might be on. It's on YouTube if you go to the links on the on my channel itself. Alright, so that is looking good. Oh gosh, the whole back side of this one. I didn't even. This shit's feeling like the opening to Hey Arnold. Classic Nickelodeon vibes. That was Nickelodeon, right? Can't decide if I want to stream Pokey Rogue. Not sure if I can handle losing on stream. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Sometimes, though, the community that rages together stays together. Would you ever do like a Dark Souls stream of going through the story, the different Dark Souls games? I love how that fills in those shades. Ah, it's just so much fun. It immediately makes it look like animated. Problem is commentating when playing a Souls-like is so hard. Looks very cool. Thank you, dancing. I mean, that's fair. What's gonna happen is, so Steve has been trying to get me to stream a Souls game for a while, because he respects my skills. And I am the best player of the game he's ever seen. Yeah, that's it. And, I'm gonna wait until I'm sure it's a stream he can watch, because if nothing else, he needs to be there. If everyone else is busy that day, that's the one game I can't play by myself. I will cry so fast if I'm trying my hardest to like be chipper and talking while being absolutely assaulted. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, I'm gonna do what I did for the last one. Put it down on the painting pad and propel it into the air. Sorry, you can't get a side angle on this. I'm prioritizing a function over form here. A dubstep coming in when you least expect it is such a treat. Okay, those treasure chests are looking scrumptious. Can't really see it super well, that's alright. Drop the base. What's going on? Okay, so yeah, now that this one's a dryer, I can pick it up. I love my D&D minis looking a little grimy. The auto settings on this webcam tonight, like the webcam decided to do curse things, but I love when they look a little grimy. It's just so much more realistic. And we've got that. We've got our little pile of rucksacks. We've got our cooking. This is looking cool. I will muddy this up now that it's had plenty of time to dry between coats. The drop on that was so good. Stop it. I'm just vibing over here to dubstep, and then some very angry man from Long Island swears in my ear. There we go. Cool, and when that dries, that'll actually lighten up. I know right now it looks like the same color as the poles, but that'll lighten up when it dries. That looks so good! This is all working great. Ah, man. So everything's pretty buttoned up, I'll be honest. It's just this keg that kind of got lost to time. I do think something keeps telling me to let this sit so I can think about what I want it to look like. Because there's a couple different ways I can go. I can make the barrel rings. I can go really hard with it being a metallic color. I can make it a more red, more rusty. I could do the same silver that I put on the barrels. I could make these a darker brown. Little feetsies and the little poles on the bottom. All depends. But I think I need to get myself a little snacky snack. I have early week for work this week, unfortunately. Boo. I am just gonna take a quick look at Twitch to see if okay. There are a few folks live. I can't tell how much longer they're gonna be live for though. But I guess I won't do a raid. That's okay, I just wanted to check to see who was live. But either way, thank you very much everyone who's joined us today. Thank you to our new friends who popped in. Thank you to our lurkers, thank you to our subscribers. I'm honestly very thankful for all of you. That link that's popped up is the Discord community. Please feel free to join. That's going to be the fastest way to get updates on what I'm up to. When we start getting giveaways started back up, when I start organizing Clip of the Week, is something that we do where you take a clip and whatever clip created during that week gets the most views. And by the start of the next week, gets crowned Clip of the Week, and all Clip of the Week winners get entered into giveaways later on. So, bye bye, good stream. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you being here. It was very nice seeing you. Everyone go check out Steve's channel. But, thank you, everyone. Have a good night. stay hydrated, stay safe, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.